Okay guys, maple syrup season is here. I just figured I'd show you guys everything you're going to need if you're interested in maple tapping, and I'm going to bring you guys along with tapping the trees, collecting the syrup, and boiling it down just to make maple syrup. If you've ever been interested in this, then you can stick around. I'll just show you the basic things you're going to need. I have most of it here. It's a super easy thing to do. If you've ever thought about doing it, just go ahead and do it. It's a lot of fun, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot of hard work too, but it's a heck of a lot of fun, and it's relatively cheap to do. I mean, if you're looking for a hobby of some kind, you know, first thing coming out of winter, this would be it. Definitely affordable. I always like doing this because you're always a little stir crazy, you know, sitting through winter all winter long and nothing to do, waiting to go outside till the weather breaks, and this is pretty much the very first thing you could do. You're looking for temperatures within the range of freezing at night and then above freezing during the day, and that creates a pressure in the tree which pushes the sap out of the ground, and you'll get to walk around the woods. It's just a heck of a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, so I figured I'd show you guys this. First thing you're going to have to get is, this is already attached to a hose. Let me see if I can disconnect this. If I can't, then I'll just show you. Here, I'll just show you. This black piece here is the spowl, they call it. And this is a plastic one. They have metal ones, but I actually really like these. I think I got a set of these a few years ago. It was like a pack of 25 for less than $1 a piece. I think it was Amazon or something like that, and they last. I'll show you guys how I put them into the tree, and they come right out. They're not disposable by any means. They work year after year. So that's the first thing. The next thing is going to be that you're going to need some hose. And I made the mistake the first year of, you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or any store like that, and you're going to initially want to buy a clear hose because this is a 5/16 spowl, and you're going to go and buy some 5/16 clear hose and come home and realize that it is way too small because this spowl is 5/16 on the outside diameter, and that clear plastic hose is 5/16 on the outside diameter as well. So it is the exact same size as this black plastic, and there ain't no way the inside diameter is going to fit in there. So my best suggestion is just take the spowl with you and then just size it up in the store, unless they have the inside diameter marked on it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So that's that. So you'll need the hose. You'll need a cordless drill of some kind. Either that, or unless you want to hand drill it, which, I mean, is very possible. Then you're going to also need a 5/16 drill bit. I don't have one sitting here, but you're going to need a 5/16 drill bit. And the way I do it, you'll need another drill bit, but you could do the drilling of that before you even head into the woods. My containers I use just regular old milk jugs, tea jugs, just gallon jugs, pretty much. I collect these, you know, starting to get into late winter. Anytime I get a gallon jug, I just grab it, clean it out, wash it out, and then it's good to go for syrup season. I always store it with the lid off though. But this is a fresh jug I cleaned up. You're going to want to drill a hole in here, the outside diameter of this clear hose, and that's all I do. And then you screw this down on here, put your hose in, tap the tree, and that'll be that. I'll show you guys all that though out in the woods. If you're going to can this stuff, you're obviously going to need canning stuff, a canning funnel, jars, lids, all that kind of stuff. So you'll need that because you're going to have to find a way to store it after it's sap, or after it's syrup, sorry. So because it will go bad. There's no preservatives in it or anything to save it, so it will spoil. Even as sap, it will spoil, so you have to watch. But I'll explain all that to you guys later. I just wanted to give you a little head start on what we're going to need here if you're ever interested in it, before I go out into the woods and start tapping the trees. So we'll head out into the woods here in a few days once the temperatures start becoming right, and we will start tapping these trees to make some syrup. Alright, so we established our maple tree here. First thing we're going to have to do is measure it. I've already measured this tree. It's big enough to at least support 2 taps, so we're going to put 2 taps in this tree. Nothing much more to it than getting the drill bits that I showed you guys, and drill bits of the right size, and drilling a hole. You're going to drill about 2 to 3 feet up. We're going to put the taps about 8 inches apart, at least, maybe even further than that. You don't want them too close together. And we'll run the tap lines, and I'll show you guys that. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to take our 5/16 drill bit here. We're going to put 2 holes in this tree since we're putting 2 taps in. When you're drilling, you drill with an upward angle, and you go about 1.5 inches in. Now, most people usually label their drill bits. I know about where 1.5 inches is, so I'm not too concerned about it. You don't want to go too deep. You can go into the heartwood and you could get disease into the tree. So we're just going to go right here. Now, this is the south facing side of this tree. And actually I start in straight just to get it started. And that's about it. And it's as simple as that. And I'm just going to clean out the hole a little bit. We'll take our tap here, long smooth end in, and actually the sap's already coming out, so I don't know if you guys could see that, but it's definitely a good sign. So the sap is definitely running today, and that's pretty much all I do. Some people bring a hammer, but I think it just makes it harder to get out, to be completely honest with you. And I like to reuse these, so you don't need it, you know, killed in there. I mean, it's just, it makes like a watertight seal, which is all you're going to do, which doesn't really have to be all that tight. Now, if you've seen that drop come out there, there's a drop coming out right now. Right there it is. And it's going down. Of course, I don't have it hooked to my bucket yet, of course, but that's all right. I'm going to cut my hose. Okay, we're just going to leave that sit there. I know you probably can't see the bucket. I'll back up and show you guys. But the hose is kind of stiff that I'm using, and the problem I'm having is just wanting to lift the bucket up. So what we're going to do is get some snow and pack around there, and that's just going to help hold the bucket down, and it keeps the sap cold, because sap is, you can kind of consider it like milk, I guess. It will go bad, so you don't want it to sit out in warm weather, which is kind of what we're doing. So you pack snow around and it keeps it cold till you can get to it, and that way it doesn't go bad. So, and it holds the bucket down, so that'll be that. Alright, we got the ice packed around all the buckets there, and we're good to go now. So actually, as you can see, the sap's running real good today on that side of the tree, so awesome day for it. Alright guys, we're out here, we're checking the taps for the first time. The weather this week was beautiful for this, so we'll have to see. Hopefully we got some sap running, and maybe our buckets are full if we're lucky. I'm just making my way into the woods here where all the taps are start. I believe I have about a total of 10 taps out. Right now, we'll see how the sap's running this year. Maybe I'll put some more out early. But this will be the first check of them. But judging by the weather this week we had, should be real good. So we'll have to wait and see. Alright, we'll get the check in here, and I'll post back with you guys when I get to the first tap. Alright guys, coming to the first tap I put in, and it is pretty much full. So as you can see, there's a big chunk of ice in there though. I guess that's part of the problem, but not. The ice that freezes has extremely little sugar content, not even worth messing with. So it's kind of a good thing that it freezes, but there again, using a milk jug or these jugs, I can't get it out. So it's kind of stuck there. So it kind of lessens the capability of that jug. So, but like I said, the high sugar content sap does not freeze, well, at least in these temperatures. So the part that's frozen is pretty much useless to you. You might as well throw it away. It's not worth boiling down. And in fact, you could try yourself. Take a couple cubes of that stuff. If you're attempting to do this, boil it down and see what you get. It's going to be next to nothing, I'm sure. So not really worth messing with. But we'll empty this one and we'll go check the rest of them. Alright guys, another one. The second one I'm checking. And this tree it's big enough to tap, but it's not enormous, and jug is clean full on this one. You can see it. It's right to the top. This is not a gallon jug though. Don't let me try to be deceiving. This is not actually a gallon jug. This is what's it say, 3 quarts, so a quart shy, but still clean full. That last one I checked was the same jug, so it wasn't quite clean full, but still pretty damn good for the first week. Sap's flowing. Nice sunny day today. Sun's shining right on this side of the tree that I got to tap in, and it's just running away. So we'll empty this one out and we'll continue checking.